What if I told you that the key to becoming the best version of yourself isn't by choosing the easiest path, but by embracing the challenges that truly test your character? In a world that constantly offers the comfortable option, what if the most rewarding choice is the one that demands the most effort? Hi, I'm from the Stoic Way channel, and in today's video, we'll explore one of the most important principles in Stoic philosophy: choosing character over comfort. In modern life, it is easy to fall into the trap of taking the easy path, the path that requires less effort, less discomfort, and less challenge. But Stoicism teaches us that true growth and fulfillment come from embracing the discomforts that help build and strengthen our character. From work and relationships to personal growth, modern life often encourages us to seek the path of least resistance, to choose what feels easiest in the moment. Yet, as we'll see, Stoicism challenges us to do the opposite, to deliberately choose actions that might be more difficult, but that will ultimately shape us into stronger, more virtuous individuals. In this video, we'll explore the Stoic thought behind Seneca's quote, "Fire tests gold. Adversity tests character." We'll break down what it means to choose character over comfort. And I'll provide practical Stoic strategies for intentionally stepping out of your comfort zone to build resilience and inner strength. Before we dive into the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on a time you chose to build your character over seeking comfort. Let's get started. Let's reflect on this powerful quote from Seneca. Fire tests gold, adversity tests character. Seneca. This quote beautifully captures the Stoic belief that our true strength is revealed not in times of comfort, but in the face of adversity. Much like how fire purifies gold, it's the challenges and hardships we face that reveal and shape our character. It's easy to act with integrity and strength when everything is going well, but it's when we're faced with difficulty, discomfort, or adversity that our true character is tested. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that character isn't built in times of ease, but in moments of struggle and hardship. Whether it's pushing through a difficult project at work, facing personal challenges, or enduring discomfort for personal growth, it is these moments that define who we really are. This is what Stoicism teaches us. The easy path may seem appealing, but it is the difficult path that truly strengthens us. Think about your own life. How do you typically respond when faced with discomfort or hardship? Do you shy away from it, or do you choose to embrace it, knowing that it's in these moments that you build resilience, virtue, and true strength? We just explored Seneca's profound quote, "Fire tests gold, adversity tests character." This timeless Stoic insight encourages us to see adversity not as something to avoid, but as something that shapes and refines us. Let's dive deeper into this and discuss how it relates to our everyday lives. Seneca's words are powerful because they remind us that true character is revealed in challenging times. It's easy to live virtuously and do the right thing when life is comfortable. But the moments that test us, the hard, uncomfortable moments, are where our character is forged. This is the essence of Stoic thought. Instead of avoiding discomfort or seeking the easy way out, we should actively seek out the challenges that build resilience, strength, and virtue. In today's world, we're constantly tempted by comfort and convenience. Everything from fast food to shortcuts in our work, or even avoiding difficult conversations. But Stoicism challenges us to choose the path that strengthens us, even if it means stepping outside our comfort zone. It's in discomfort that we grow. Think about a situation in your life where you had to make a choice between comfort and growth. Maybe it was a challenging project at work or an uncomfortable but necessary conversation in a relationship. When you chose to face the discomfort, how did it change you? This is where Stoicism can help. By embracing discomfort and adversity, we build mental toughness and emotional resilience. It's not about seeking out hardship for the sake of it, but recognizing that the obstacles we face are opportunities for growth. Stoicism teaches us that true peace and fulfillment come not from avoiding discomfort, but from engaging with it, learning from it, and using it to strengthen our character. This brings us to the Stoic concept of amor fati, the love of fate. Amor fati encourages us to embrace everything that happens to us, even the difficult moments, as something that contributes to our growth. In Stoic philosophy, we don't resist adversity or try to escape it, but we embrace it as a necessary part of our journey toward becoming the best version of ourselves. The Stoics also talk about the dichotomy of control, the idea that there are things we can control: our thoughts, actions, and responses, and things we cannot. Other people's actions, external events, etc. When we focus on controlling our reactions and embracing adversity with courage, we become stronger, more resilient, and more virtuous. So, how can you apply this Stoic principle in your daily life? Next time you're faced with a difficult situation, whether it's work, a personal challenge, or something that makes you uncomfortable, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? Instead of avoiding the discomfort, embrace it as an opportunity to build your character. For example, if you're working on a project that feels overwhelming, instead of avoiding it or procrastinating, take action, break it down into manageable tasks, and commit to doing your best work. Even if it feels difficult or stressful, the process itself will build your strength and resilience. I remember a time when I had to make a difficult decision at work, one that involved confronting a colleague about something that had been bothering me for a long time. It wasn't an easy conversation to have, and I could have easily avoided it to keep the peace. But I chose to step into the discomfort, knowing that confronting the issue directly would strengthen both my relationship with my colleague and my own character. That conversation wasn't easy, but it was one of the most rewarding experiences because it helped me grow both personally and professionally. Now, think about a situation in your life where you're facing discomfort or adversity. How can you choose to embrace it as an opportunity for growth? Reflect on how you can shift your perspective so that instead of resisting the challenges, you see them as the very things that will help you build a stronger character. Let's dive deeper into the Stoic teaching of choosing character over comfort. In our modern world, comfort is constantly available, whether it's a quick fix for stress, easy entertainment, or instant gratification. The temptation to choose what feels easy in the moment is overwhelming. However, Stoicism teaches us that true growth comes from choosing what challenges us, not from seeking comfort or avoiding discomfort. Stoicism emphasizes that building character is an active choice. It requires intentional decisions to engage with challenges, to step outside our comfort zone, and to embrace discomfort as a path toward becoming a better version of ourselves. This is the heart of the Stoic principle, embracing what strengthens us. Rather than choosing the path of least resistance, the principle of choosing character over comfort has its roots in the Stoic writings of Epictetus and Seneca. In his discourses, Epictetus frequently encouraged his students to act with integrity, even when it was difficult, and not to give in to the allure of external rewards or comfort. Seneca, too, emphasized that adversity is the testing ground for true virtue. In his letters and essays, he reminds us that comfort weakens us, but hardship strengthens us. The Stoics were not advocating for a self-imposed suffering, but rather for a mindset shift. We should not avoid difficulty, but actively seek it when it serves our growth. Both Seneca and Epictetus understood that it's easy to feel good when things are easy, but it's the struggles we face and the way we handle them that define our character. At its core, this Stoic teaching is about choosing actions that are difficult but necessary for growth. over actions that are easy but ultimately don't help us grow. In a world that encourages us to seek comfort, Stoicism flips the script. Instead of seeking immediate pleasure or relief, Stoicism teaches us to choose what strengthens us, even if it's uncomfortable. Choosing character over comfort means doing the hard thing, not because we're forced to, but because it aligns with our values and what we want to become. For instance, taking the time to work on a difficult skill or having a difficult conversation with someone can be uncomfortable, but these actions help build strength, resilience, and integrity. In simple terms, Stoicism challenges us to ask, what action will build my character the most? Even if it's not the easiest choice, imagine you're facing a challenging project at work or school. It's difficult, it's overwhelming, and it feels like the easier route would be to give up or procrastinate. The Stoic approach is to choose the discomfort of focusing on the task, working through the struggle and doing your best, rather than taking the easy route and avoiding the challenge. Another example could be in relationships. If there is a difficult conversation you're avoiding, maybe something that requires vulnerability or honesty, the Stoic approach would be to face the discomfort head-on. Instead of letting fear dictate your actions, choose the discomfort of honesty, knowing that it will ultimately strengthen the relationship and your own integrity. These are real-life examples of choosing character over comfort. In these situations, we make the conscious decision to act with virtue, even when it feels difficult or inconvenient. By consistently making these choices, we build our character, resilience, and ability to handle future challenges. This Stoic principle has a significant impact on our mental health and emotional well-being. By choosing actions that align with our values, even when they are difficult, we foster a sense of accomplishment, growth, and inner peace. We reduce feelings of regret and guilt that often come with choosing comfort over character, and instead cultivate a deeper sense of pride in our ability to face challenges with integrity. When we consistently choose character over comfort, we begin to reprogram our minds to prioritize long-term growth over short-term pleasure. This mindset leads to greater emotional resilience because we stop relying on external circumstances to dictate our emotional state. We learn to find peace in the process, knowing that every challenge faced is an opportunity for us to become stronger. By choosing character over comfort, we align ourselves with the Stoic path of strength, growth, and inner peace every time we face a challenge and choose to engage with it. Instead of avoiding discomfort, we strengthen the foundation of our character and our ability to navigate life with resilience and dignity. Today, we explored the Stoic teaching of choosing character over comfort. We discussed how Stoicism encourages us to embrace challenges and discomfort, not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth, resilience, and virtue, as Seneca and Epictetus remind us. Adversity tests our character, and it is through the struggles we face that we build strength and integrity. Choosing the path of least resistance may feel good in the short term, but true growth comes from stepping into discomfort and choosing actions that strengthen us in the long run. So, how can you apply this Stoic principle today? The next time you're faced with a challenge, whether it's at work, in a relationship, or in personal development, ask yourself, what choice will help me build my character, even if it's difficult? Whether it's confronting a difficult situation head-on, working through a challenging task, or saying no to distractions, these actions will help you grow stronger and more resilient. Remember, it's not the avoidance of discomfort that builds character, but the willingness to face it and grow from it. Start small by practicing this mindset daily and notice how it transforms your approach to life. Take a moment to reflect. What is one area of your life where you tend to choose comfort over character? How can you shift your focus toward taking action that strengthens your inner resolve? Even if it's uncomfortable, I encourage you to try it out today. Take that first step toward choosing character over comfort, and see how it changes the way you feel and act. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can continue learning Stoic wisdom to live a more fulfilling life. Leave a comment below and share how you plan to apply this Stoic principle to your own life. What challenges are you facing, and how can you choose character over comfort in those situations? To leave you with a final thought, remember the words of Seneca: fire tests gold, adversity tests character. In every challenge you face, choose to step up with dignity, integrity, and courage. The rewards of this choice aren't always immediate, but over time, they will shape you into the person you are meant to be. Stay strong, stay committed, and let your character shine through every challenge.